Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Simkoya and this is the first episode of Rosie in the City. So Rosie just left her welcome wagon and I guess she was ready for everybody to dip out because as soon as they left out the door, she ran right out with them. And I have no idea why she took her sandwich, so we're just going to ignore that. But anyway, Rosie just moved into her new apartment, so she's getting settled into the city. She wants to meet some new people, so the welcome wagon was nice. She's a serial romantic, so one of the goals of this episode is going to try and meet Felix. Felix is a sim that she met when I first played this gameplay, but I accidentally didn't save. I think I mentioned that in the build video. So she definitely wants to meet Felix today, but Rosie's starting the day at the Hillside Cafe. I'll link it down below in the description box. So she's coming out here to get some breakfast, to meet some new people, hopefully run into Felix, and get some work done. You know, she's a freelance artist, so she needs to start looking up some gigs because as you can see, 147 simoleons is not going to pay her rent. Also, I'm playing in the Lemonade save file by Hello Avocado, so I will link that down in the description below. But this is great. So this is Daniel. As soon as Rosie saw him from the couch, she was like, "Oh, who is that? I have got to introduce myself." So she's literally looking at Alice like, "Hey, girl, who is this guy? Back up! Look at her." She's crazy. Anyway, she wants to talk to Daniel and get to know him. And then here's Felix. I didn't even see Felix when I was actually playing before I was recording. And look at her face. She is up to no good. She's looking over here like, "Hey, you come here often? I'm new in town. Want to tell me about the place?" She literally just gave Alice the most stank look just now. She's like, "Look, girl, I'm marking my territory, okay? I know we just met and we're cool and all, but I want Daniel." So she's gonna walk over here and like make more conversation. Like, "Oh, tell me more about yourself. What brings you here today?" "Oh yeah, I'm here to do a little bit of work, get some breakfast," cute stuff like that. So Rosie's sitting down and chatting with Daniel. Things are going pretty well. She's trying to find out more about him. So she's like, "Hey Daniel, what do you do?" And he is a politician. So she's like, "Ooh, a man with a job, a real job. I like this." This is different from when I was in college, okay? So they're mixing and mingling, getting to know each other. Finally, this guy gets out of the way so they can talk uninterrupted. And in walks Felix. Okay, so Felix is who we wanted to see this entire episode. So I wanted her to go over here and chat with Felix. Like, okay, you met him the first time, when he was playing his violin outside of your apartment. Now it's time. It's time to meet him again. So let's cancel these actions with Daniel and go over here and speak to Felix. And that's a dream shatter. Felix ended up leaving before she was even able to get up and introduce herself. So, oh well, back to Daniel. And Alice is coming back to sit down. She's like, "Alice, I thought nothing was going on with you guys. Like, what are you doing? You're really in my way right now." Oh, and we're checking out her whims and she wants to hug somebody. So I'm like, who better to hug than Daniel? So she's like, "Okay, Daniel, well, it was great meeting you and talking to you. Oh my gosh, you smell so good." But now it's time to actually get some work done. So she's finally sitting down, getting a little bit more focused and trying to find a gig. And we're definitely going to go with the higher paying one for the 305 because, again, She is broke five broke, okay? Our girl has no money or no simoleons. Her little walk is so cute. I just love her. So anyway, Rosie has been at the cafe all day. So she's like, okay, let me get out of here, get some fresh air. She likes to collect these little posters. Okay, so she just got a phone call from her dad. He's like, hey, honey, it's dad. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love and effort into raising you. You can at least come by once in a while and tell your dad you love him, can't you? So she's like, yeah, you're right. You know, why don't you meet up with me? I'm at the cafe by my apartment. And he's absolutely right. You know, it was only Rosie and Roger growing up. You know, as I mentioned before in the cast video, that her mother wasn't in the picture. So, you know, he's right. But she just saw him when she moved into her apartment the other day. So she's like, oh my goodness, my dad is really going through it, being an empty nester now. And there goes Roger. So there's her dad. So she's about to go meet up with him in the cafe. And we got a text from Penny. She's like, hey, I heard you became friends with Daniel Winslow. He's pretty cool. And she's like, yeah, he is, Penny. Back off my man, girl. She's like, what's up with Alice and Penny? Everybody wants my man. And there he goes. She's like, oops, okay, gotta dodge you real quick. You cannot meet Dad just yet. We are not mixing my love life and family yet. You are not worthy. You must prove yourself. But anyway, Rosie is obviously and totally a daddy's girl. So even though she just saw him when she moved in, she totally doesn't mind hanging out with him right now. And because it was only them growing up, Roger is definitely to blame for the way Rosie is. Like, he totally feeds her ego. He supports her in absolutely everything that she does. And because she's an only child raised by a single father, she had absolutely nobody to share any attention with. So, you know, that's kind of the reason why she's so self-absorbed. But Roger is actually unemployed right now. He retired early from the business career. And as you see, he's a music lover. So he's kind of weighing his options of pursuing a career in music. He doesn't want to be a singer or anything, but he really likes to play the guitar. So he's like, you know, maybe I can start a band with my buddies. You know, I'm not sure. So him and Rosie kind of talk about that off and on. And they just became best friends. So they got a sentiment for being deeply connected, which is so cute. So Rosie has finally left the cafe. She's at home, getting her bath, having a ball at that. And now she needs to eat some dinner and go to bed so she can wake up and start working on her new gig. But her dad is texting her like, oh my gosh, please come out with me. There's something going on at the ruins. And she's like, Dad, I just saw you. And I really, when I was playing this, I did not mean to hit okay, but I did on accident. And it was a blessing in disguise because Roger knew something that we didn't know. Felix is at work and he's feeling flirty. So it's actually really perfect that she accidentally agreed to come hang out with her dad tonight because she's like, oh, there's Felix. Yes. So she's like, okay, I'm going to order my favorite drink and I'm going to order drinks for my dad. So she's like, yeah, hey, Felix. Well, actually, she didn't know his name yet, but, you know, she's introducing herself and getting these drinks. And look at her over here. She's cracking jokes. She's trying to be the life of the party. She's really just trying to impress Felix and look cool. And so she's like, Dad, you brought me out tonight. It's snowing. It's late. I'm going to get you drunk. Just because you brought me out here. And he's like, oh, hold your horses, girl. Like, you're not going to get me drunk. I can hold my own. And she's like, no. You're hanging out with me tonight, you know, old man. I'm going to get you drunk. And so, okay, so Rosie definitely has 2 drinks to drink. And Roger is like, yeah, you're going to get me drunk. You're the one with 2 drinks in your hand. And she's like, look, Dad, this is nothing. Okay, Rosie, we can't have you drunk and about to pee on yourself, not in front of Felix. He's like, oh, so you can hold your liquor, huh? And she's like, oh my gosh, yes, let me show you. You know, back in college, I used to mix brown with white. I was taking shots. I was drinking wine. Like, this is nothing. I got this. He's like, okay, you know, whatever you say, girl, you don't have to prove yourself to me. He's like, you're the one who has to work tomorrow. And she's like, Dad, are you kidding me? You're the one who wanted to hang out tonight. Anyway, look at her. She's over here already questioning it. Like, should I really be doing this? And of course, she has to go to the bathroom already. And the only bathroom available is this bush. So she's going to go pee. Thankfully, she did not pee on herself in front of Felix because she would have been mortified. I would have been mortified for her. Like, oh gosh. There's even a sign right here that says, don't go in this bush. Like, girl, are you in college still? Or are you a fresh young adult out on your own, out here peeing in a bush outside? And here she goes, sneaking out the bush, thinking about Felix. She says she's going to go grab some chips, but she's not slick. I know she just wants to talk to Felix again. Any reason to talk to Felix. I see right through you, girl. I know what you're up to. And Felix is making these strong drinks. Like, he's got people passed out. Like, that's an elder. He is passed out from these drinks. So, no wonder she couldn't hold her liquor. Oh, I forgot to take a picture with Rosie and her dad at the cafe. So they're going to get a picture together right now because Rosie is like, Dad, you know I love you. You're my best friend, but we cannot hang out all day, every day. You know, I moved to the city to start my career and make a name for myself. You know, I've got to meet new people. I've got to try new things. So let's take these pictures so we can both hang them, you know, in our homes. And I'll come and visit you on the weekend sometimes. And of course for the holiday. And he's like, oh, you know, I just miss you so much. I just wanted to help you bring in your first couple of days in the city. That's all. So they took their picture, and now Rosie is like, okay, well, let's go and dance. Like, look at her. She is feeling herself. Okay, so Rosie's over here warming up, you know, don't stop. Get it. Hey, see, she is feeling the liquor. She is like, woo, these drinks are a little strong. It might be time for me to get out of here. So Rosie is actually about to dip out on her father. She is like, Dad, I told him to come dance with me, and he is definitely over there talking to some woman. Like, what gives? She's like, I have got to get back to the city. The Ubers are going to have a surcharge, and I have to work in the morning. So she's not even going to say bye. She's literally going to like secretly like dip out and head home. Okay, so now Rosie is home and she's getting into bed. And we've got a new day. So we're checking out her gig. It's not due until Monday, so we actually have plenty of time to get that done. And it is a night on the town. So that means there's free drinks and free food. So she's gonna call up either Daniel or Felix and see who wants to hang out tonight. But we're gonna leave the episode off right here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of Rosie in the City. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And thank you again. Wait, I don't even think I said thank you before, but thank you for all of the love on my first few videos. I appreciate you guys so much. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. All right, good people. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.